Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Wrath of the Righteous with me, Dawn. Let's continue through the shield maze.
Now what is that?
There's something here.
I hope you appreciate this.
And what's behind the hidden door? Some much needed potions and buffs. Oh, an upgrade for Hosilla. So this is a Cold Iron Masterwork longsword, so it has the Masterwork +1 to attack that her heavy mace has. But it's also Cold Iron, which can overcome some enemies' damage reduction.
I'm gone.
They will not expect my strike.
We are the light. They are the darkness.
That's alright. Take out the wizard first.
No glory without risk.
You've crossed the wrong line. You won't survive me.
Don't hold back!
Into the fray.
I'll cut you wide open.
Well, that could have been a lot worse since we botched our ambush. Ritual pool filled with fresh blood. That's revealed to us because we found the note that talked about it.
What do we have here? I am helpful.
And this area
Am I
is filled with some
not?
pretty nasty encounters. Just across the board.
My skills are absolute.
I was never good at stealth, but I'll try.
I'm always ready. It's time
No
to
reason
act.
to pause. The light.
What's on your
Take
mind?
you.
I wonder.
Always be ready for the worst.
Save the last one for me.
A mere flesh wound. Could this happen?
Oh, that's no good.
Endure this.
Alright, so I came out on top. That's a pretty nasty fight, because the Hand of Hosilla is a significant threat by themselves, but the clerics will also cast channel negative energy and do a ton of damage to your entire party.
We do it my way.
Alright, Hosilla's Key. A sophisticated key inscribed with unholy runes. You sense a powerful magical aura around it. And Hosilla's orders we've seen before. The bodies of the maze builders lie where they were caught by the earth elementals enraged by the earthquake. The builders' tools lie scattered next to their bodies. What earth elementals, you may be asking yourself? But we'll see soon enough.
Follow if you dare.
I'll watch your back.
They will break against our resolve.
Make every strike count.
I'll send a way for them all to engage with Camellia.
Spirits demand your blood!
Strike!
The inheritor. Guide my
You
blade.
should have run!
You've crossed the wrong
You are
mongrel.
today's
Into
sacrifice!
the fray.
Go for their hearts!
Alright, only a 65% chance of success. What's it? 80.
This one was beyond me. I am helpful, am I not?
Alright, so we can't identify it, but this is an amulet of natural armor. It increases your armor class by 1. I would give it to Camellia, but we can't replace this amulet. A large aggressive creature was kept in this cage. Judging by the bent bars, that creature is now loose. Or was loose. Now it's right here.
I'm off. I'll take care of it.
I'm also scared of the fight in this room.
I do what I must.
I heed the voice of the spirits.
We will win this war.
I am never wrong.
You won't survive me.
I'll cut you wide open! This pain is excruciating.
Endure this.
Alright, let's have her drink some potions so she doesn't die.
Found! So this is how it feels.
Well, she's not dead at least.
The light take you!
Make every strike count. You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Yeah, those Cambions are some pretty nasty combatants. Always nervous about that
I'm
fight.
gone.
I want to use up all my buffs because we still have a couple other difficult fights to deal with. But at least we have plenty of potions, so if we don't die, we can always heal up after.
Well,
Forget, is this
they
the...
will not expect my strike.
Yeah, it's these guys.
Open your heart to me.
Alright, let's sneak in.
Quiet steps. Weapons ready.
What's on your mind?
I will help where I can.
My skills are absolute.
I'll watch your back. The spirits
We should
guide
move.
me.
I'm always ready.
We should have a clear charge path. This isn't the only guy in here, by the way.
You can trust me. Well,
Together, we stand.
Weapons, spells,
I'm all
poisons.
ears.
We are the light.
Killing is so
They
diverse these
are
days. A shame one life is not enough
one down.
to master them all.
Thank goodness.
We do it my way.
Some half plate. I believe that's an upgrade for Hosilla.
I hope you appreciate this.
Follow if you dare. I'll take care of it.
Now, what is that? I am helpful. Am I not?
Alright, there's some more Cambions down here to fight.
Rely on me.
I'm not thrilled about. You get a ton of these scrolls in this area, and they seem pretty useless for the most part, unless you're playing as a Dampier, in which case you have as much healing for your character as you want.
I'm off.
I was
I want
never
to sneak
good
in
at
and try and
stealth,
get a charge off.
but I'll try.
Open your heart to me.
A bright future
My
awaits
skills are
us.
Doubt
absolute.
is the heart's greatest challenge.
I heed the voice of the spirits.
We will win this war.
Once
I
again,
am
this is
never
not the only
wrong.
guy in here.
Are we in trouble
Do
yet?
not fear. Do not waver.
The spirits demand your blood.
This will hurt.
That's one of the reasons why I like real-time with pause as well, as opposed to turn-based. So you saw there, I moved these two characters, Hosilla and my main character, away from this guy as he approached, and had Camellia move towards him. And you can move your characters freely in real-time with pause versus turn-based, where you have to wait for your turn. So I could use her to intercept this guy so they weren't taking the attacks.
Am I at my limit?
Now, problem I'm facing right now,
You are today's sacrifice!
You won't survive me.
This spell works differently.
So this is how it feels.
it's important to engage the archers in melee because if they try to attack while they're in melee combat, they take an attack of opportunity, which gives you an extra free attack per round. Now these guys will swap to melee, so it's not flawless.
Did you see that?
At least that way you're force them to attack more than one of your companions.
I do what I must.
If you have 4 enemies attacking one companion, they're more likely to get hit versus each one of these 4 guys attacking one of your companions. So here's the puzzle I mentioned last time. We go back over here and look. So yellow, blue, red, yellow. And voila. Alright, 85% chance. Get rid of that.
I am helpful, am I not?
I seem to remember the note. Where's it at? Hosilla's orders mentions a Paladin sword. But we just found it. Hosilla peers closely at the sword. which seems utterly unexceptional to you. Wait, this is... No, it can't be. Her eyes light up. I know that hilt. Radiance, the sword of the great Yanio. That's what this is. But it's meant to be in the Tower of Estrad, with all the other relics. That's what I heard, at least. Well, of course this rusted piece of metal must be that very same sword. Melia rolls her eyes. I think you merely wish that this were the illustrious sword of legend. You don't get it. I've seen this sword 100 times, in paintings and in the hands of the Yaniel statue. I even thought of going to the Estrad Museum to see the real thing in person. How did it get here? What's so special about it? Tila frowns. Now, nothing I guess. But the sword is legendary in its day. People say that when Yaniel held it, the blade would glow, striking demons left and right. Soldiers would see Radiance's light from afar and take heart, rushing into the fray and winning. I don't know what's wrong with it now, or how to restore its power. All I can sense is they made a mockery of it. You're empathizing with an object. Extraordinary. Are all paladins so tender-hearted and sensitive? Sensitive in a way, yes. We're highly attuned to evil. Yeah, okay. And everything wrought by demons. Radiance was in evil hands, and as a paladin, I can tell you they did nothing good to it. Who is Yanio? No, you've never heard of Yanio. She's famous all over Galarian. She was a great woman. She was born in Mendev. When the Crusade started, they couldn't just sit idly by. She dedicated her life to the Crusade. People say she was audacious and spirited. She was always the first into battle, and she never sacrificed other people's lives for a tactical advantage. That's how she's been remembered, as an incredible warrior who seemed to blaze with righteous fury. In all the images of her, she looks capable of driving all the demons back to the abyss single-handedly. But then something happened between her and her commanders. Maybe they envied her. Maybe there was more to it than that, I don't know. But anyway, she went to the World Wound without her fellow soldiers, and she didn't just survive the mission, she even brought back Crusaders she rescued in there. Can you imagine? She died as she lived, with pride. She was one of the people defending Dresden to the very end. That's where she perished. Tila frowns. Don't take this the wrong way, but I really hope that she died quickly, a hero's death. Because if she didn't, that means she was taken prisoner and had to endure unspeakable horrors. I wouldn't wish that on anyone. You know a lot about Yanio. Are you a fan of hers or something? I suppose you could say that. Tila chuckles. I've always felt an affinity with Yanio. I know what it's like to not be what your commanders want you to be. Whenever I used to feel under pressure, I always thought of Yanio. Maybe some people didn't like how she was, but to the people she pulled out of the World Wound, she was perfect. And to the people she saved on the battlefield, she was incredible. And to those who keep her memory alive, she is a hero. That's what counts. How could a priceless relic end up down here? Yanio disappeared, but by some miracle Radiance was recovered from the battle. No one else has ever wielded it. It is Yanio's blade and always will be. That's why I was put in the Tower of Estrad with the other Crusade relics. But now it turns out that somebody stole it. Tila laughs. I have this weird feeling, like I'm rescuing a fellow warrior from a dungeon. We can't just abandon it, even if it's no use to us. It's no use to anyone down here. But what if it could be repaired? Finding such a relic here in the darkness. This is a good sign. Amade herself must be helping us. I hope you're right. Inheritor in heaven, can you hear us? We need your help now more than ever. This is a Paladin exclusive option. Lay your hand on the hilt. Though it says good instead of Paladin, which I find a little odd. The sword belonged to a Paladin. I knew that from the moment I saw it. But we never forget the one whose hand once gripped this hilt. The sword responds, either to your words or to your touch. Streaks of golden light dance across the blade. Tila stares at you in amazement. Just look at that. The sword seemed to greet you. It senses the hand of a paladin, which you are one too. And it seems relieved that we're freeing it from the demon's clutches. A good omen and a good find. Let's keep going. I didn't identify it. So, normally this is just a Cold Iron Masterwork sword until it gets upgraded later. I'm curious. Yeah, it's definitely a +1. The damage is 2 to 9. A normal longsword is only 1d8. So I think we got to skip an upgrade.
I'm gone. We do it my way. Interesting.
Death is life's final surprise, and I enjoy surprising people. I hope you
Follow
appreciate
if
this.
you dare. One with the shadows. I'm always ready.
I will help where I can.
It's time to act.
Meditate on your mistakes. Might make you feel better.
Alright,
I'll watch your back.
let's take out these dretches.
Together we stand.
They're pretty nasty enemy at this stage of the game too, because they can cast Stinking Cloud and incapacitate your team.
Guide my
move.
blade.
Always be ready for the worst.
The heartbeat quickens.
Don't hold back! Strike! I'm off.
Nice. Judging by the corpses littered around the summoning site, the cultists did manage to summon a demon in the end,
I do what I must.
and paid the price.
I'm gone.
Alright, that's about it for the dungeon. It's the final boss fight to go.
We do it my way.
So let's get some buffs on, and then we'll actually take care of this next time. Alright, 24 armor class on her. We'll also give her a potion of... Actually, the potion of blur is going to go and... can't talk. On my main character. Because he starts the fight in the front. Also a large person. Haste. .26 armor class. That's pretty good. All right. I'm going to call it here, and next time we'll take out the final boss of the dungeon and proceed back to the surface. But for now, thanks for watching. I will see you guys in the next one.